So I've been getting a few comments on my videos telling me like, oh Maddie, your skin is so flawless. For one thing, lighting and angles do a lot for your skin, but also I worked for this. Before I moved to Korea, every day I was taking medicine twice a day, an antibiotic, which was combating my acne. I had such bad acne during middle school and high school, and I just really didn't know how to fix it. I was using a lot of really abrasive chemicals and a lot of abrasive cleansers and like even makeup and concealer that said it would combat acne because it had the salicylic acid inside of it, and my skin just wasn't improving, and I really thought I was doing everything I could. But once I came to Korea, a whole new world just opened up for me. Skincare is really emphasized in Korea. They have so many shops that are solely selling skincare products, and the center of focus is always just like flawless, dewy skin. Although they do sell a lot of makeup that is aimed to help cover up any flaws to achieve that flawless look, they also really praise and aim to have just flawless skin. So many people have, I don't know if you've ever heard of like a 12-step Korean skincare routine where they have all these different ointments and creams and essences and moisturizers that they use every day in order to achieve just a youthful, flawless, acne-free, wrinkle-free skin. And I personally think that's a little much. I don't frankly have the patience or time or care to have a 12-step routine, but once I moved to Korea and I adopted this philosophy of caring about my skin and learning how to actually clean it properly and treat it and feed my skin and take care of it like the giant organ of my body that it is, my skin improved so much. These are some pictures that I found of me in high school. I did try to cover a lot up with makeup very poorly, but even underneath makeup you can always see texture of acne and bumps and discoloration. I just really didn't know how to take care of my skin, and thus I ended up being really embarrassed and ashamed of what my face looked like. I was always worried that people weren't looking at me, they were looking at my acne, just like many other people have said before. Some people might argue that it's with age that your skin improves, but I felt like I was having acne until I was even up to 22. I was on medicine for I guess like 2.5 years of an antibiotic to help clear up my skin, and the antibiotic did work, but my skin and my body just felt so dehydrated. I was constantly feeling thirsty, and my body felt not good, and I didn't really like how I was addressing this issue I had in such an abrasive chemical way with medicine. An analogy that I've kind of come up with of what acne is like having ants in your kitchen. You can spray the ants with Raid and bug spray all you want, but that might kill the ants that are there, but the ants are gonna keep coming back. So you gotta look at your kitchen. Is your kitchen full of dirty dishes? Did you clean your kitchen? What about the walls? Are there holes in the walls where the ants are coming through? Your face is like your kitchen. You need to make it spotlessly clean, and you need to plug up any holes. Wait, I guess you don't really want to plug up holes in your face. But what I'm saying is like you really want to make it clean, and you really want to make it presentable, and it's just better that way. Okay, my analogy wasn't as good as I thought, but do you get my point? You can't just kill the ants with bug spray. You cannot just attack your acne with salicylic acid and hope that it'll just go away. It's not about killing the acne, it's about creating an environment where the acne doesn't want to live. Okay, actually that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. My skin is very dry. I do not have oily skin whatsoever. I feel like maybe my eyelids get a little greasy sometimes. But my skin overall is just very, 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 very parched. Once I started using a toner, an essence, and a deep, 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 deep moisturizer, that's whenever I realized that my skin was capable of becoming clear and beautiful without the assistance of harsh chemicals and medicines. So I'm going to show you my routine that I have now. I would include 6 things into my routine, all the way from cleansing to prep for makeup. It does kind of sound like a lot, but I think each one is super, super, super important and has contributed to my skin's improvement. So the first one that I start off with is a point makeup remover. This is Skin Foods Milkshake Point Makeup Remover, and I really like Skin Foods products. My skin is very sensitive, and I've tried a few makeup removers before where it just made my whole eye just like rashy and patchy, like I was having an eczema breakout, and I don't have that issue at all with this product. But this is for point makeup, so really like your waterproof mascara and eyeshadow and your lipstick, because if you aren't removing your makeup, your skin kind of eats it. Makeup, although it's usually non-toxic and approved for health reasons and whatnot, your skin still needs to be cleaned. You should not be sleeping with your makeup on, and you should always make sure you remove your makeup very well. Second step is my face cleanser. This is Real Blend Rich Cream Soap, Creme de Savon Rich, from the Face Shop, and I really like this because it has olive oil inside, and so this is really, really good for very, very dry skin. Olive oil is very moisturizing and is also a great makeup remover in a pinch. You can just use olive oil on a cloth and remove your makeup. Pro tip. So I use this after my makeup remover, and that's pretty much all I do for actual cleansing because I feel like these work so well. But then the steps whenever you get out of the shower or in the morning after you wash your face, the next few steps are really vital. And the one that I never, ever, ever skip is the toner. This is the Dermalift Intensiderm Rich Toner. I have heard other YouTubers describe toner as the last step of cleansing, particularly Joan Kim. She really took it home that toner is like super, super important. Also, I really highly recommend you check out Joan's videos. I learned a lot about skincare from her. She's very informative and helpful, not to mention gorgeous. Ugh, Joan. I actually, whenever I discovered that my skin was in dire need of some assistance, I actually bought the whole line. So I bought the toner, the essence, and I bought the hydrating moisturizing cream, and you can see this is almost gone, but I did have a time where I felt like my skin was so dry I just needed like an intense new remedy to like really fix my severely dry skin. And these 3 guys right here, they are what saved my life, absolutely. But these are on the higher spectrum of prices. After I use these products, I'll probably switch to less expensive ones. But these ones are so intensely potent that I felt like it was worth the price in my time of dire need. And it really goes a long way, so you're getting a good amount for your price. After the toner, I use essence. I don't use essence every day because I'm kind of lazy, but I notice on the days that I do use essence that my skin is just like more supple and it stays more moisturized longer. And then lastly is the moisturizer, and this is just like super, super thick and creamy, and interestingly it's green. I don't really know exactly why they decided to make this green, but it works. It's amazing and very, very effective on my poor dry skin. But I am switching over to the Body Shop. I really like the Body Shop. I'm using their Vitamin E Intense Moisture Cream for very dry skin. It is super thick and creamy, and you don't have to use that much. It goes a long way. The Body Shop is a little bit pricier, but honestly guys, with the whole price issue thing, I have found that my skin means so much to me in my confidence level and my just like personal care that I'm willing to invest a little bit more money. I know that cost can be a big factor in choosing your skincare regimen, but if there's one thing you're going to invest in your whole like makeup and cosmetics routine, don't do it to your shampoo, don't do it to a new eyeshadow palette. Spend some good money on skincare products, because if you're starting off with a beautifully wonderful palette, whatever makeup you put on top of it will look good. It'll look better. If you have unhappy skin and you use a $30 concealer on top of it, that concealer is not going to look nearly as good as happy skin with a $10 concealer. So you really have to just think about what is worth investing in. And my advice, invest in your skincare products. It's worth it. It makes such a big difference, I promise. Lastly, every day before I put on my makeup, I put on my sunscreen. This is Natural Sun Calming Sun Cream for Sensitive Skin by The Face Shop. Been really wary of using sunscreen on my face because growing up, you know, you'd go to the pool and you use sunscreen on your face and it like stings and it smells funky and it's just like, ugh. The one thing I love about Korea is that they have whole sections at the stores for just face sunscreen. So they really have it down to a perfect art. They have so many different ones to choose from, and this one is thick but not oily or greasy, and I think that using this every day has really made a big difference on my acne as well, because the UV rays and the science and stuff attacking your face is just like really abrasive, and if you use sunscreen, it really helps combat dark spots and fine lines and wrinkles. Also in Korea, they're all about having really white skin, so a lot of Korean women will use it in order to protect their skin from getting tan in general. So there you have it. Those are my 6 main products that I use on a daily basis: makeup remover, face wash, toner, essence, moisturizer, and sunscreen. Here is some footage of me just straight out of the shower. My skin still does have a bit of scarring and redness. Some of that might be due to being straight out of the hot shower, but you can see that my acne is almost non-existent, and I do, however, still break out occasionally during like my period and whenever I binge on chocolate and junk food. Then I'll have a breakout, but I know why I had that breakout. It's not just constantly happening. Also, really want to recommend checking out some Asian beauty product websites. I personally like to use reddit.com/AsianBeauty. They are a really great community, mostly Westerners who have adopted the Asian beauty routine and Asian beauty products, and they have a lot of really great resources on where to find Asian beauty products and how to buy them online, and people testifying what worked for them and what their routines are. I think that is a really great community if you're looking to use Asian beauty products and want a little bit more research on what to do and how to do them. Also, I really recommend Joan and Edward as YouTubers who I look to find new skin products and makeup products. I really like their tutorials and what they have to say about the things that they use on their face, because they're beautiful people. So I hope this was helpful. I really want to emphasize that I am not a beauty guru in any sort of way. I like makeup and I like skincare because it has made such a big impact on my life, and I just wanted to share with you what my experience has been using Korean beauty products. I don't really have any intention of making this a beauty channel or anything, but I may occasionally post videos like this where I tell you guys what is working for me and what products I do recommend. Let me know if you think this type of video is pointless or if you thought it was really good and you wanted to see more. Also, my new apartment is getting into full swing. I'll have a new apartment tour video soon showing you what I've done with the place. Please leave a comment below if you used any of the products that I showed, or if you have any advice to other people about what Asian beauty products worked for you. Also, please follow me on Instagram and Snapchat if you want to see a little bit more of what's happening in my life. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Mwah!